哎呀，記得帶翻嚟 set 啊！乜水？Let's see.
World's Edge. Obviously, we see quite a difference in both of those. However, kind of dark horse, it's kind of crazy.
Spots. Still, neither team is backing down.
Yeah, now we're going to see Kaolai. And Team Liquid.
See anything down with SSG and Cloud9. It looks like they're far enough away from each other where they've kind of given bits and bobs to each other, but also SSG still close to complexity. But I love this, just seeing where all those teams have dropped, and you get the color-coded matchup as well, so you can follow all of your favorite teams and all of your favorite players. But there is some more gunfire happening. Esports Arena still taking a look at this one.
They certainly are. Duplex is going to be holding the angles as well with the R99. Gets the break and is doing a huge amount of damage. Noctis had to back up though. There's some flesh damage. Duplex can't quite get the finish though. If they can even this up, then maybe ESA can come back and win this fight and assert some dominance, but now Duplex is going to have to back down. He's got some batteries to play with. Noctis is going to be trying to back up his teammate, but this battle is just consistently going between the two teams. And I think we've had the answer to our question, Dan. ESA don't want to back down. Sentinels don't want to back down as Duplex almost manages to even up the numbers again, and now it's 2v2.
And they've got the banner as well, so they could get out if they want to, but it looks like they want to actually take advantage of this 2 versus 2. Got to hit big shots with the PK at this point. They've got the door to work with. Bubble comes down as well. 2v2 is going to be difficult.
Duplex is going to be able to get the battery off, though. Are they going to try and stick the shreds? I wish they had a nade just to throw at that door, because that would completely open things up. Maybe it's going to be the Valkyrie Q that does that. There's a shot missed again with the Mastiff. No. Duplex maybe thinking about going for a flank now. Noct is down to very low health as well, and the longer this fight goes on, the more it's looking like Sentinels might have just turned it back in their favor. But there's a big shot from Duplex, but he goes down, and Noct is now left on his own.
Knocked in a 1 versus 2, but there are some very weak players on the other team, but he is just going to resort to shield selling up himself. Of course, that's going to allow to do so, and actually it's 1 versus 1. You can see 2 players are crawling, and now we're going to be seeing a situation where Noct has to play this correctly. He's got plenty of health to work with if he uses his medkit, and it looks like we're going to get a full, fresh 1v1.
Noct doesn't got any more shield heals, though. He's trying to get the finishes, which makes sure at least he's going to be in a position to fight this 1v1. Whoa. First shot comes in, just peeks over that building. Gold shield, oh my, Noct! Does not miss a bullet. The car rips through the shields and the flesh. And ESA, the record breakers in our week number 1. A couple of teabags coming in, just to let Sentinels know that the mill is ESA land.
And elsewhere, there have been fights going on as well. We've lost 2 teams. Cloud9 in a little bit of trouble, but are going to have to take this fight if the other team does get too aggressive. It's Liquid who are actually going to be on the other side of things. They're forced inside to one of these domes at the moment. And it's all kicking off in the early stages of Stormpoint. Answers our question of, you know, the difference between Stormpoint and World's Edge. Well, World's Edge, you usually don't get as many 50-50s and as many early fights because all these teams kind of work out who's going where. But we had 2 of the biggest teams battling right at the start of the game, and it is going to be ESA who win that one.
Well, a little bit of calm, finally. And let's just kind of rewind ourselves here. That was a 2v3 against Sentinels that ESA managed to pull off there. So that is a ridiculous play from them. We haven't even had a chance to discuss where that circle is going. We haven't seen the map overhead because it's just been constant action so far over at the mill. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more of an indication of that, of when the game starts to progress a little bit and we do get that map overhead to give you that information. But for now, we're going to watch Casuals, who I think we need that, to be honest with you, Dan, with the action that we've had at the start of this game. We need something a little bit more casual, a little bit more sedate. As C9 have the wingman in the hands of Albrelli, looking for a little bit of poke damage.
I'm just curious to see how Furia's tech managed to fall off the map and die, but I guess we'll find out a little bit later. It was SSG who were eliminated, by the way, built by gamers. So when we were talking about drop spots and we were saying Cloud9 might be close to SSG, perhaps SSG forfeited that spot and ended up somewhere near built by gamers, and unfortunately they have been on the receiving end of losing that initial fight. But there's the circle. We finally get to see it. It is going to be heading to the east side of the map, over towards Stormcatcher. And as we go back to that fight, just one more time, the 2 versus 3, by the way, once they had got that banner, ESA, they could have got out. They played it correctly, they went for the banner, they used the distraction, but I think because of the amount of damage they were outputting, they said, look, we've got what it takes to win this engagement. Very confident, and I love what I saw.
Just realised that Stormcatcher sounds a little bit like Mark Hatcher, which is, of course, my name. Interesting. Anyway, my brain now will lock back into the gameplay, and like you mentioned, Stormcatcher is where we're going to be ending up. Maybe just a little bit to the south, maybe just a little bit to the north. It depends where that pool does come in. But C9 at the moment seem to be kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. Not quite sure how they want to rotate, and it looks like they're just trying to hold out a couple of teams at the moment, using this height to their advantage. But over at the mill, you can see that ESA are going to be back to a full complement of players. So not only winning the fight and getting some KP on the board, but almost more importantly for them, getting the full roster back into the game. And that is a worry for everyone else in the lobby at the moment with the way that ESA have been performing.
Yeah, but the concern for ESA is still the elongation period of that fight meant that they are very behind in terms of rotation, and that circle is going to be tickling their backsides. So it's not going to be a pleasant rotation for them, and they may get held out. Again, one of the downsides of a 50-50, you either kind of win the fight and you come out on top and you get some loot, but you're usually late to your rotation, or you lose that fight and of course you are sat watching the game. So we'll see whether ESA can still come out on top, still find points. Remember, they got 4 wins in a row last week, but that was only from game 2. It was 6th place that they found themselves in after game 1. So
Spider's
it's whether
movement, by the way.
It's amazing, actually. It's better than your movement, so it was good to see it.
I mean, look, I'm on controller, right? It's pretty difficult to move.
Some of
these players do. I'm a straight line guy, but I ain't going to miss a bullet. As we jump over to a little bit more action going down, you can see a knock has happened inside of this bubble. Cromie and Co trying to move up onto it, and this is a team who are moving from the bottom of the map from Fish Farm. So literally vibing, not vibing for now, and under quite a lot of duress. As you can see, the ultimate is ready here for Banshee, so if they do need to try and escape and get that portal down, and they can get up to high ground and get out of dodge. But at the moment, you can see one of his teammates is really struggling to get some shields away, and C9 are overlooking all of this and just holding out both of these teams. This is looking really good for C9.
Yeah, Zach Mazer says, you know what, I fancy a bit of this. Wingman in hand, and he's dealing a lot of damage too. Finally gets some flesh to work with, and that might just be the call for the team to push up and try and finish up some of these kills. A lot of early game fights. I would still class this as the early game, not even mid game at this point, but we are going to slowly transition into that mid game, and it means that a lot of teams are going to be thinking about that rotation, thinking about where they can play in that circle if they have the information from the beacon. Because when we looked over at where that circle was going, there were a few buildings to work with, but also a lot of open area as well. So that's why we're seeing a lot of these teams just fighting in all of these choke points, not really able to get through at the moment.
Yeah, C9 trying to kind of look for the opportunity here, but I think they're more than aware that there's multiple teams in the area. You saw start a fight, pretty much the perfect team name for what we're seeing in front of us, as they have started that fight, but don't look like they're going to be able to end it for now. And C9, the question's always, right, where's the consistency for C9? You see these crazy games, you see them put up a huge amount of kill points, but then the next game, it's a 0-point game, it's a 1-point game.
Oh, okay,
and for me, it's all just about just putting the foot on the brake sometimes. And I kind of like what I'm seeing from them here. Previously, you might have seen C9 get a little bit hungry for these kills, push down, take a few risks, but sometimes it is about just being disciplined in these kind of scenarios and recognizing that the kills are going to come to you. You've just got to wait for them.
And you talk about inconsistency, and quite literally, last week they came first in game 1, then they came 17th, then 19th, then back up to 4th. It's just really not been a team who has shown us enough for me to believe that they can kind of win these lobbies due to that inconsistency. It has to be a consistent nature, and we'll see whether Cloud9 maybe can back up those claims furthermore in this matchup and perhaps find a little bit more consistency that we've seen in previous tournaments. Furia, they have managed to get Tech back on his feet, as it were, and they'll be making a rotate through the map, or should I say around the map, to try and find themselves in a more comfortable spot.
Yeah, Furia, who seem to spend as much time inside of the zone, it would seem, in recent weeks and months than they do actually outside of it. So we're going to have to see how they play this one. You see, they got the information from the passive from the Valkyrie as well. There was a team just in that building across from them, but they're going to be pretty safe for now. They've only got to move a few more inches to weasel their way into where that zone is. There you are. They're all safe now. They're feeling a lot more comfortable. A few bullets whiz.
你話比賽啊？你話比賽定平時先？唔係點解多人用嘅原因係佢可以 check 到敵人喺邊啦，佢可以佢可以突然之間就用佢自己嘅細技可以去到高位啦。咁呢啲高位係唔係個個英雄都有嘅？同埋佢去高位嗰個速度快啦，其三就係佢招大你可以必要時可以走啊。平時冇乜人用係因為平時冇乜人用嘅原因係因為打比賽嗰個要求同你平時打嗰個，即係平時打 NG 或者打積分嗰個玩法唔同咯，即係唔可以用積分嗰個方式去睇比賽，因為本身因為比賽其實大家都要攞最高名次，大家都以冠軍為目標，唔係以完全係殺人為目標咯。係因為你攞分啊嘛，即係其實你越前嘅排名就越高分，咁所以咁即係大家好多時候可能你俾人夾，好啦，我當好簡單，你突然之間俾人夾，你中間嗰隊，咁你係飛女，你咪可以喺一個掩體後面，然之後爆大，然之後飛走咯，明唔明啊？你可以飛走去是但一隊嘅後面，然之後去夾翻人哋，即係有呢一種好處咯。係啊，咁所以點解多人用呢？就係比賽嘅時候，亦都你可以睇到，譬如可能尾2個圈或者 final 個圈嘅時候，你會睇到晒有幾多隊喺度，同埋喺啲咩位置啊。所以點解飛女喺比賽呢？基本上而家一定係 main 角嘅，主要都係 main 角，一定要有一隻可以隨時就可以移位。咁所以基礎呢。盾佬即係直播羅陀同埋飛女咧，基本上長期都係呢兩隻嘅。第三隻就睇配搭同睇玩法。
There is, but it's not going to be doing any damage, so to speak. And look at the angle they've actually managed to get. This egg is where we saw a zone finish, actually, in the last play that we saw. This was the one that C9 managed to dominate in that game and put up that win. So C9 are going to know how to play this one, but Furia also in a great position to cause some problems.
But even though C9 may know how to play it, we saw where they were on the map. They weren't really able to move anywhere because they were stuck at that choke. So much more that it makes me choke on my own spit. But they are going to have that situation where they need to decide, do we just push, get aggressive? Do we try and go around a different route? There's all these different questions that have to be answered by your in-game leader. And I always say it, and I always state it, how important it is that you have an IGL who has a clear decision and know exactly how they want to play the game.
TDG, I mean, some very notable names on this team as well. Shout out to Girl. one of our colleagues previously, now competing in the Pro League. I mean, not a bad switch over there from Girl, and Tanner Slay's obviously alongside her as well. So a lot of work to be done by those teams, a lot of fan favourites certainly. We'll be wishing them well in this lobby today. But as we do get a look at the lobby from the overhead, where that zone's going to be closing just behind Fury, you can see Team Liquid still inside of that egg, and the team I was just mentioning underneath it, but they're taking quite a lot of damage at the moment. So Casual's kind of overlooking everything at the moment. And just seeing if they can get some damage down. They've got some pretty good looking Evo shields at the moment. But for TDG, the team we were just talking about, I mentioned how they were coming under fire. Tanner is down. He'll be picked back up by the Gibby. But how long will they be able to survive for here?
Yeah, they've got the bubble to work with for now, but after that bubble dissipates, what happens is going to be the question. But no one really wants to dive on a fight. We're seeing so many knocks come through from distance. Nocturnal again will knock Tanner, who was kind of caught in no man's land there. But we're not seeing anyone pressure those fights and try and finish and clean up these kills and get the KP, because there's just so many teams around. Still 18 squads, the circle's getting ever smaller by the second. And realistically, TDG know that if they could just allow one player to survive in the middle here, they might be able to get a placeable point, perhaps, maybe get into the top 15, but it is still looking pretty dire.
Yeah, Tony's left on his own here, so you can see the girl's just been finished off by Nocturnal. It was Tanner as well who was finished off by Team Liquid, so 2 kills and Tony at the moment. I mean, this is not looking good. Tony. I'm not sure how you're going to get out of this one, buddy, as Team Liquid are looking to just get the clean wipe onto them. But the 30-30 repeater starting to be making some audio cues for the rest of the teams who are trying to force their way in. Nice shots coming in from Nocturnal as well, but there's a pretty good one coming in as to return the fire. They do have the low ult down as well, so it seems like Team Liquid, like John mentioned on the desk, that quick rotation to get in the spot they think is going to be end zone, and playing low ball, we know all about that. If you're a quick rotating team, that really does give you the resources to succeed.
And with Tony going down, TDG will fall in 18th spot, so 17 teams remaining. Still haven't got to that 15 teams to gain the 1 placement point, but of course kill points have been shared out for a few teams, most notably right at the start of the game, ESA. We haven't caught up with them on their journey ever since they won that fight. Maybe we'll have a look at some point to see where they currently reside and how they want to get into the circle. As for Cloud9, they've been slowly marauding through the situation and trying to get through this choke point, but they seem to be pretty happy where they are, as well as Team Liquid. They don't seem to be moving from this egg that you speak of.
Esports Arena, say their name and they appear. Is it Voldemort? Did they say that about? I'm not a big Harry Potter guy. You're more of a Harry Potter guy than I am.
I mean, if you were a Harry Potter guy, you would know that you do not name he who shall not be named, okay?
Alright, well, apologies to all Harry Potter fans who are watching right now. I'm an Apex Legends fan, alright? ESA, let's see what they can do then. I think it's going to be a Valkyrie ult. One thing we know about ESA is they have this uncanny ability sometimes to take to the skies and find a very playable spot and do a good job of actually finding their way to a zone and in between other teams where things seem almost impossible. But we'll jump into a listening here for ESA because they look like they're going to be able to sweep their way into somewhere to play as they do so well. Let's see how they play this one out.
Moving further up real quick.
They're in the
I'm watching this door. That's fine, that's fine. We're in the better one.
I'm gonna peek for info.
Yeah, I'm just watching our back.
This dude's got a Kraber up there.
Oh,
I couldn't tell who it is.
Yeah, watch our back now.
I got it.
嗱，佢哋頭先飛過嚟呢度，佢哋搶咗個靚位咯。因為你如果有留意嘅話，左上角地圖，即係呢度其實已經係圈邊噶嘛。咁即係原本喺圈外嘅人要入圈啦。咁入圈嘅時候，佢哋得喺呢個位得呢2條樓梯可以上啫嘛，同埋中間道門，即係你得3個地方可以入去啫嘛。係啊，咁即係總有啲隊，如果有一隊已經係正門入咗 cap 咗位，咁另外嗰啲隊伍即係有機會會喺兩邊樓梯上啦。咁兩邊樓梯上你咪可以 cap 位，一轉上嚟已經可以打啦，可以逼佢哋喺呢個位咯。啲飛類嘅好處就係咁解啊。
It sounds like they landed. No, they didn't land at the Jutsu. They landed on the other side of the wall.
你有高又有高位，你有掩體，你諗下。
Charge rifle on the other staircase.
A Valkyrie just landed near somewhere over here.
I
I'm not
see.
sure exactly where. I just heard it.
做輔助移位一流啊，基本上飛女。
We're probably just gonna have to have Alco out of here.
Yeah.
喂，梗係啦，直播羅陀都少人用㗎，普通場。好嘅直播羅陀都冇乜人，即係普通場嘅話，基本上冇乜人識用直播羅陀。又唔知幾時掟圈，即係掟個 bubble 出去。又唔知幾時掉個大去掩護自己隊友，好多人都唔識㗎。
Remember, if you want to watch any of the other teams, you can use the multi-view, just click the command center below and you can get 4 POVs of your choice. And you can also listen to the in-game comms as well of that team. So plenty to work with, plenty to watch.
你識唔識用一隻鷹好多時候係講緊個時機，即係講個 timing 同埋個 situation。
It looks like there is going to be a team holding them out during the listening for ESA.
你先發揮到隻鷹最大嘅機能嘅用處。
Achieved at least 1 placement point at this point. And 100 Thieves are still taking a look to this team behind the wall.
It's very interesting to look at the map overhead there because so many teams are inside a Stormcatcher. They might not have had the beacon information that other teams have. Maybe just straight up not the knowledge of where this zone will be going. And you see Team Liquid, they're sat inside pretty much one of the only places that can be held, which is that egg building. And the scout is starting to hit some shots as well here from Kotogami, but not going to be able to get the knock. That's going to make the landing though for 100 Thieves a little bit more uncomfortable as they try and force their way into zone. But as I just mentioned, excuse me, I talked about being uncomfortable, and Vaxlon is down.
Scurry's going to dive on in to come to his aid, as it were, but maybe he has to get a banner. He's going to have to take the point now. It's a big shot, does get the knock, but at what cost?
Onmu's going to have to clean up here, but I mean, he's have to do something pretty ridiculous, to be honest with you. But look at this spot. Speaking of ridiculous, if he can avoid any teams, which I don't know why he would be able to avoid the entire lobby coming from that Storm catcher side of things, then he's got a pretty sneaky position to play here, but it's going to be a pretty tough ask for him to do so. So 100 Thieves, not looking too good at this point. Also got some creepy crawlies to their left there on that rock, but look at the kill feed as well. C9 involved in a fight as Zach Mazer manages to pick up a KP.
Pure mayhem. Chaos in the moment as teams arrive to any little nook and cranny that they can find, and you're going to have to take a fight at this point. Unlucky are going to be some of the late additions to this little egg dome area, and they are quite well geared, but are they going to be able to hit the shots?
Well, Liquid looked like they were in problems, and I've just noticed in the feed as well that ESA are eliminated from the lobby in game number 1. Osenpai's looking to clean up some kills here, trying to get the finish on the Gibraltar on the floor. Will do so, and that is Team Liquid eliminated by Unlucky. Now, Team Liquid were holding what we were mentioning to be one of the prime positions. Now they have been eliminated. Space Station still in the game here as well. And look at Drop just peeking over the defensive bombardment, is shredding away at the team just in front of him as well. So SSG trying to force their way through the lobby, trying to find a way into zone.
Everyone falling at the moment. Torrent also got eliminated in 13th place while we were on that POV. Cloud9 still working their way up this hill. They've got a wayward to go, but with 1 minute left, they can traverse these rocks ever so slightly. But they're just got to watch out for all the angles that are being held. Dexterity also eliminated, down to just 10 teams now.
Fury in a great spot as well after what was a questionable start from them by anyone's standards. They now find themselves at the top of the hill with the height to play with. Shiny and Complexity, though, they don't look too healthy right now. Muffins is taking some damage. Shiny manages to get his battery off, and he's just holding. But no. Muffins is going to have to do what he can. Complexity now eliminated.
Space Station also fell in 10th place, so we're down to 8 squads. A lot to work with for AGG here, by the way. They've got so much loot, and they are on the corner. But, of course, they are still going to have to push into that next zone in 20 seconds. That egg that we focused on, or you focused on quite some time ago, is still going to be the main focus point for so many of these teams. So if you have won that scrap from those 4 or 5 teams, you are looking good for now. But there's going to be so many eyes on you.
Oh my word! Oh my word! Albra Lele, big nade. One of the classic things we know.
Nice play,
good for now. So many of these teams. So if you have won that scrap from those 4 or 5 teams, you are looking good for now. But there's going to be so many eyes on you.
Oh my word! Oh my word! Albra Lele, big nade. made. One of
Cloud9,
the classic things we know from Albrelele's past when he was back on TSM, and that one might have rivaled it. And I tell you what, these wingman shots, they are just destroying this team in front. Albrelele, the one-man army support comes in from his teammates.
前世界冠軍係唔同
I mean,
嘅。
that's 4 kills for Albrelele in total now, and he just absolutely decimated them.
We speak of records, we speak of ESA, we speak of Sentinels. Don't forget Cloud9 held a record for a short time as well for the points they were able to accumulate in 1 day of play. 7 squads remaining, everyone trying to desperately get any little scratch that they can off this map at the moment. And there's 10 seconds till this round fully closes. Only 7 squads remaining, that means there is not going to be a lot of room to play.
至少呢一場已經覺得輕
Trying
鬆
to。find anywhere to play. Team Liquid still alive though. Look at this, Team Liquid. Even though they've lost 1 player, they are still alive and they are still surviving. And they've managed to get themselves into a top 6 position here. 100 Thieves eliminated. C9 also in the kill feed once more, doing some more damage. Zach Mazer this time with a flatline, excuse me, in his hands. It was the wingman of Albrelele a few moments ago, but I tell you what, Zach Mazer's trying to match him here. He's got no kills to his name, but he's got 2 assists, and as I say that, he picks up his first.
When we finally get to live events, it'll be called the Flatland, I am sure. Zach Mazer trying to shred as many players as he can. Credit to 100 Thieves, by the way. They managed to get into a top 7 position after that kind of dismal attempt at trying to jet up into the sky, and they'll be pretty happy with the rat situation. So a couple of more placement points by being able to do so. Furia still trying to desperately stay alive behind a rock as well. Down to just 5 squads now as we went into that overhead. We lost 2 teams, but Casuals, they are in a decent spot, but it's Unlucky who hold this egg building that we were speaking of.
Unlucky at the bottom floor. They do still have Team Liquid in the vicinity, I believe. Yes, they do. They're just above them. Gilderson and Nocturnal having to do some God's work here for them, just holding that angle on the stairs. Any kind of push that comes in, they're going to have to do some damage. There's the move from C9. They try and take height on this egg at the last possible moment, and they're just going to be working around the edges of it, just trying to survive. If that fight breaks out inside of the egg, C9 will ape. They will take advantage of it, as they're now just absolutely damaging Fury as they try to survive.
Yeah, Bubble's gone down for Furia to desperately try and stay alive at this point. They're very weak, but they should be able to get a bat off. But how many eyes can be on them? They try and make a last desperate attempt to also get inside the egg. Everyone using the building that they can. Cloud9 down to just 2. Albrelele has fallen. Liquid, though, also down to a 2. So there's a lot of weakened squads here.
They are. Nocturnals taking damage. There's the armor swap, though. Line that one up. Can't connect with the shots inside of the egg. As you saw, the knock actually came in from Furia onto Cloud9. It was Albrelele who was the player to go down. They're just trying to hold all the teams out and then maybe swoop down in those final moments to clean up the damage that's being done inside. But for Unlucky, it's down to Kotogami and Osenpai. Kotogami falls down, and now Furia make their move in towards the egg.
Unlucky eliminated, Liquid eliminated, Cloud9 down to a 2, but also shredding with damage.
Oh my!
How do you like your eggs in the morning? I like them with Cloud9.
Cloud9 survives. Big damage coming in. Only 1 player alive now, and that's going to be Naughty as Casuals now make their way in, and it's looking like it will be a casual romp to victory here for Casuals. They will be your champions of game number 1. But what a game number 1 it was.
Casuals did very well just to keep a big enough distance where they didn't have to get involved in that egg battle in the saucepan. Everyone else was trying to get involved in the fight. Everyone else wanted to try and get as much cover as possible because of the angles that were being held by the teams who were in those open areas. But Casuals, very correctly, just cleaning. Still.
Check out those points now and you can see.
話卡拉12 Q 啊，黐孖筋。Nice。
Casuals taking home the winner. Huge congratulations to them. A challenger team coming through to take home that first place victory, and they also picked up 5 kills to put up 17 points. But you're quite right. I mean, look at the kills coming in for C9. 12 of them on our first game here on Storm Point means that they will be top of the tables after game number 1 with 21 points in total.
Well, yeah, you don't need to win a game to get top of the table if you're able to get that many kills. It would have been nice for Cloud9 to, I mean, as you mentioned, these match Sentinels, they were only able
SEN 哇 SEN 射得咁快呢場。
to get 4 points. The 3 kills they got on Sentinels, the 1 point from placement. Is that because they have had to take Sentinels built by gamers?
Well, let's take a look at some of the stats. 2,000 damage from the Horizon player. Everyone else not putting up huge numbers, but certainly putting themselves in ground on Storm Point. Get was the winner and putting the performance
by built by Coin, and instead you have 50-50s, gamers left kind of scrappily, filled with everything contested by
Lele very quickly as well. That play that he made. Oof.
Then Vicky Kitty now.
飛
Way? Or they're just going to try and take a fight. I mean, we saw that
有
there
冇唔係暴風圈啊？今日應該冇。
But he doesn't even need to. I love this natural cover here that he's going to be able to take, but he's got to get out of it now. The thermite grenade is pressuring him.
Dexterity goes down esports. Yeah, and then we take a look here at the second page. Sentinels having
Game 2咧，
They're also going to be able to feel.
EA 喎，竟然係。Keep 6，OK。
A little
好
comfortable
close
here in
啊
the overall leaderboards. So this is only game number 2. There's still a lot more to come, and one more map on Storm Point too.
一落地就死。
Yeah, and then we take a look here at the
see those early rotations once we get an idea of where this circle's going to be.
Yeah, I think it's interesting, Stormpoint, how it's playing at the moment. Like you mentioned, circles are pretty predictable, right? They seem to follow a very consistent pattern, and teams pretty much know.
睇啲位先。Okay.
Where it's going to end. I can almost guarantee, by the way, everybody, this one's going to end over at Cenote Caves. So, yeah, let's just say that Cenote Caves is where we're going to be ending. But as we see the drop spots coming in for all of the teams, you can see there doesn't seem to be too many contests going down now. SSG and C9 in the vicinity of each other, but not too close to have any particular rotating early, but to coexist. Whereas, as we see, we're moving. It wouldn't surprise me to see us with maybe
broke up, and it sounded like residing than the others. The circle direction tends to pull, and it should pull to the far southwest direction for some time, until maybe the late circles, and then it could pull either way. So you are right. I think we're going to see teams rotate very early, especially those who have Valkyrie, which is pretty much the majority. But it's who gets there first, and do you time it correctly? It's very difficult sometimes to try and predict how quickly you have to go. Do you need to loot a little bit longer? Can you afford to loot a little bit longer, or not?
Well, BBG will just leave the gates to Jurassic Park, and are going to be exchanging a few bullets by the looks of things on a team that might be down below, or there might be a few NPCs who are making their way across. Unfortunately, it's not. It's Team Liquid, and they certainly aren't NPCs, as they're going to be firing back here. Both teams catching each other on the rotation. This is something also I wanted to talk about, Dan. The center of Storm Point. There's a lot of POIs that are very, very close to each other. And like you mentioned, you get your timing slightly off on a rotation. You can get caught out by not just a team, like we've seen here, BBG and Liquid kind of working their way through the same areas, but it leaves you open to the likes of Complexity, who are also in the area. 100 Thieves coming from Command Center. All these teams who can cross paths if a second is off on their timing.
And you have these darn dastardly dogs who give away your position as well while you're trying to scarper through the middle of the map. But BBG, Complexity, Liquid, 100 Thieves, they're all quite close to each other when it comes to those drop points. So depending on where that circle goes, they are going to run into one another. You're completely right. So it's down to whether they want to take those fights and risk a third party, or whether they just continue on their merry way, have a wave at one another and say, jolly ho, we will see you a little bit later on, my friends.
You sound like you were going to go into a 1940s kind of radio broadcaster from England. I'm not going to do that right now, maybe a little bit later, but we saw that Sentinels were in a great position there, right inside of Cenote Caves. They're going to be in a really good spot towards the end zone. You can already see that things are starting to look occupied. There's a couple of teams coexisting already, and this always makes for a much more interesting end game for me. When you get those teams layered up on each other, it's those split-second decisions that are made in end game that is what everybody watches Apex Legends for. Those big pop-off moments, the IQ plays coming through that gets you a few extra placements or even that win, as we see Complexity also making their move across the map.
Yeah, you almost have to build a game of Apex Legends, don't you? You get the start where you make sure you loot, you get ready for the mid-game, where you then have to transition to what you would think is going to be the final circle, get yourself into a building, and prepare yourself for the carnage that is the end-game circle. Certainly very different is competitive Apex to your normal matchmaking experience, because more teams are going to prioritize positioning over KP to begin with, and of course with a different scoring system, that's going to be one of the main reasons why. But with this circle and with it being more predictable, I am expecting a lot of teams to try and get in the same building, and without knowledge of knowing who is currently in what building, sometimes as a Valkyrie you will drop down, think it might be free, but then have to take a fight. That's where we're going to see some engagements maybe occur where they wouldn't elsewhere.
We can see All Glory Gaming at the moment feeling pretty comfortable. Esports Arena, not so, but they're going to be pretty well suited to fight here. As you can see, all of them dressed in purple, looking sharp. Some shots going to be exchanged. Nox is going to be taking a little bit of damage, and so is Duplex on the cross as well. And it looks like Dexterity are up on this high ground at the moment, trying to hold them out and playing Fuse as well. Davis Wave is going to be sending out some horrible knuckle things towards him to cause a little bit of action. And,
horrible knuckle things.
Dude, have you been on receiving end? Do you know what it is? It's because I've been on the receiving end of that numerous times. It's so frustrated. Like,
and you shook your fist and went,
chipped
horrible
away.
knuckle things.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it was more of an emotional / actual like gameplay related thing that came out there. It was sorry everybody. You know what I'm getting at though. If you've been on the receiving end of it, you know where I'm coming from here.
Definitely, it can be. You know, there's several legends that I find very annoying to play against, and I do think this is going to be one of the ones that you find yourself in a ring of fire, the Johnny Cash, as it were, and you're just like, why is this legend being played? Why am I seeing this team do so? But we've seen the addition so many times, and we've seen that throughout various maps that have been integrated into ALGS, legend compositions do change, and we will get those niche legends who actually, in certain scenarios, play a very big factor. So maybe that'll be something that Dexterity can play off a little bit later.
We'll have to see if it can work, and we'll have to see if it does work towards that endgame. Like you mentioned, the ultimate can be very, very effective in endgames from Fuse, not only for the damage that it does, but also for the information it gives you on those player outlines. So we'll have to see if it does pay off. However, Team Liquid, a team who had a very good position in that game, number one, weren't able to convert it into a win. They're going to be looking to see if they can do so in game number 2. They look like they're set up for the end game as well, but here comes Complexity, maybe to make things a little bit more interesting, to have a polite conversation with them, so to speak.
And just looking back at the top 20 players for kills in Split 1, but briefly, as Complexity are under a little bit of fire. Just to give you a bit of context for this season, I mean, we saw 26 kills from Esports Arena. Just one individual player from Esports Arena was able to pick up 26 kills in one series day. So that is a significant amount that they'll be trying to chase that total that Sentinels were able to pick up throughout the entire split, by the way. So that shows how well ESA have been performing in previous weeks, but we'll see whether they can carry on their fine form here in game number 3.
Well, Stompies is doing his best mountain goat impression at the moment. What are those goats called? Do you know what the ones I mean? Everybody who's watching right now knows what I'm talking about. The goats that kind of live on the side of those kind of sheer mountains.
They're called mountain goats, Mark.
No, is that actually what they're called?
Yeah,
genuinely
they're called mountain goats.
I thought there was like a more specific type of goat, but they're doing an impression of it anyway. So we'll have to see how Dexterity they do play this one up. Unfortunately, they can't quite climb up there for now, but Stompies does his best impression and manages to get his hoofs caught in that rock to get him up to the top. But for C9, they're going to be moving through Jurassic Park right now, and as we all know, Dan's probably got the theme tune going through his head. Do not let it out this time, Dan. Save it for another week, but they're looking pretty comfortable for now.
Can I do a dinosaur impression? No, I'll save everything. I won't, I promise. I won't make everyone cringe, and I'll get all the Twitch chat going, cringe, 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 cringe. We don't need to do it right now. But there we see the circle moving even further southwest, as we expected. Actually, slightly more west than southwest, but again, just staying within that island vicinity over in Senate Cave. So everyone is going to be more teams who still circle in the pickups.
If that's craft happened to them, I'm just
mistake. So as well, still game 1, right? Edge, they played the choke points. They choosing which engage
here on this Trident for Furia as they make their way around the edge of zone, and they're going to be maybe just hunting out some teams who might be playing inside of that zone for a little fight. I don't know if they just managed to catch a couple of stray bullets there. They did. So maybe Furia, who were looking for an opportunity to strike on the edge of zone, have found it. We might see Casuals versus Furia here, and they're going to be sunburnt while they do it.
Yeah, remember Casuals had a fantastic game 1. They were able to win it, but unfortunately game 2 was not as pretty for them. Really have been impressive on Stormpoint, especially some of these challenger teams have really picked up, maybe played Stormpoint a little bit more than some of the more seasoned veterans, shall we say. But Furia, they had a sniff of that, and they said, we do not like the smell, so they decide to make their way out. Let's see
what C9 are doing right now. You can see they're just outside of zone. They've got around 7 seconds until the zone does start to close behind them. Let's see what the plan is. Let's see what they're scheming. And let's jump into a listening with C9.
Right in
We
front
got
of us. This is where they are. They're literally right there. We need to go to the roof. We need Naughty to fly up. Naughty, I need you to scout this building and tell me how many teams you see. If you see multiple people. Do you have a gun that has an optic on it?
Oh, 1x2. Yeah, I'm flying up right now.
I see a window that isn't taken. I see a window right here that isn't being peeked.
I wonder what they found.
Loba in the bottom. Loba in the bottom of that building.
No, he means this one. He means
No,
this one.
bro, wrong building. That building.
There's a red and yellow there.
Fuck.
I see a Watson, I think. I'm not even kidding. Do you guys
We
see
should
that?
go up top barometer. We should go top barometer.
Yeah, we should be
bro.
going
You burned
up.
all
I
your
can't.
jet fuel, and we can Valkyrie
I still
higher
have
in
it.
there.
Yeah. I didn't know, dude. There's, I don't know. You gotta make
We
it
can
clear.
be ratted on here.
Fine. Do you want to just tank zone and get 4?
We could do that, and then I saw a medkit down there too. I
No,
could grab.
no, just hit this. Get 3, bro.
Okay, well I'm hitting this right now.
Just
Might
hit
get
it.
shot at.
Just hit it.
All right.
Alp, look at this building, bro. It's one team holding all of it.
Don't let them see you.
Yeah, there's a
It
guy
does
on the
pull
roof.
back. It does pull back. Oh, fuck.
What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
Zach, aren't the
beacon
rocks
again?
out here really playable?
We need to go as wide left as we can and Valkyrie for the bottom floor of that building, like, now, bro. We have 19 seconds of zone info that no one else has.
Okay.
Or that
we don't
not
have
a
this
lot
info.
of people have.
Yeah.
It's about to show in 10 seconds, though.
I know.
Al, tell me how far we have to get to Valkyrie, to my ping. Bottom floor.
I think we can make it, but we have to fly through the left choke.
Do we run into zone?
I think we can do it from, like, get under bridge.
I have to heal. I have to heal.
Get under bridge. Get under bridge. Get under
Okay.
bridge.
There's a team in this building in front of us, though.
Fine. There's a team next to them, too.
Where do we have to get to?
The rocks. We should be able to do it from right here.
Popping a syringe.
We should be able to make it if we fly through the left choke. I think. I really don't know, man.
Let me hear. I don't hear anyone. No one's peeking us.
They're in there, Zach. I know
Oh,
they
they're
are.
in there.
We
Yeah,
need
you
to-
think we can make it from here?
Yes, I think so.
Where am I?
All
Right
then
here?
we send it
I
from
don't
here.
want to dome.
Right here?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Ready?
I'll just gibby ult them so we don't get canceled. I'm gibby ulting them.
Yeah. Because we're not going to use it when we land on the building.
Yeah.
Dodge that.
All right.
Heal up, Zach. Heal up.
Pop your souls and let's go. Come on.
Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Hurry up. Pull it.
I have to pop the cell, man. I don't
Pull it,
know.
Naughty.
Go.
Keep it right.
Oh,
Got
that's
cracked
fucked.
again.
That's fine.
Gotta spin. Go that way. If you die out
That way.
here,
That
go
way. That way. That way.
It looks
We
like
might be able to
there's
land
a
in
team.
the rocks. Oh my god, I'm
There's a
getting
team playing
fucked.
there.
No.
We need to land out here. Land out here.
Yeah.
As wide left as you can before you die. Alp, you have to get the dome.
Let's go
on
here.
I'm pushing the Valk.
I died at the Valk.
Dome him.
I'm resing.
They went for 100. They're going to ape us.
Can we get around
We
the
need to work
corner?
to the left. Work to the left.
Yes, this is really good. This is really good. This is so good.
Run over here.
This is
Run over here.
We have a deep
You have to keep running. Keep running.
I am. I'm shit on though.
So full safe.
No!
Res. Or shoot, man.
慢咗啦，頭先猶豫咗少少，冇亂。
Keep pressing. Dome and fight or peek. No, Al, you have to peek. Close left, bro. They're batting on you. Naughty, you can win this. Come in late, Naughty, come in late.
No, I couldn't win that at all.
Wow, and that was like a script from a movie, Saving
Time
Private
on
Ryan-esque. Run! They weren't able to get away. Esports Arena push in, but now they're under fire.
They certainly are. I mean, there was so much to talk about, but we'll talk about it after this battle. In shoes in front of us, not trying to do what he can, but that's Esports Arena out as well. As literally vibing, coming to ruin the party for two of our biggest teams in the lobby. C9 out, ESA out. And I tell you what, that Valkyrie was difficult to watch. It was a crash landing. ESA had the read on it. They chased down C9, but maybe it was a little bit too much of a chase. It let literally vibing move up behind them to take them down. And now, as I mentioned, two of our biggest teams out of the lobby, literally vibing, looking pretty good.
Yeah, Cloud9 just made ESA work so hard for it, didn't they? And unfortunately, when Cloud9 are able to stay alive for that long and also emit the damage they did, it just becomes so awkward for Esports Arena. But ESA, they committed to it. So once you commit to that point, there's very rare scenarios where you can actually go back on yourselves, because you know full well you've given up a spot and another team is probably taken from you at this point. But a crazy situation that both teams found themselves in. ESA almost fought their way out of it against literally vibing, but unfortunately we are not going to see the repeat back-to-back wins today, as there is not going to be a glitch in the matrix on this occasion.
Well, Furia are going to be getting heated up by that zone for sure, but they found a spot to play. Team Liquid involved in a fight as well. The bubble is down from them around these caves. This is where we just saw the fight start to ensue between ESA, and Cloud9. Nocturnal now on our screens. He's going to have the car in his hand. He's going to have an opportunity to do some big damage and big numbers. But Gilderson has gone down, so now it's a 2v3, and Liquid look like they're in trouble.
I've seen Liquid already in a 2 versus 3 situation in previous games, and maybe they can make something work here, but you've got to try and hide behind every single rock, but with every single meteor kind of arriving at the moment, you've got to try and stay alive.
Oh, Fun, it's not looking good for you, and it looks like Nocturnal has said, I'm sorry, Fun, I'm going to have to let you fall. As 100 Thieves now move in as well. They picked up a couple of kills while all of that was going down. You can see the Baxalon is ready to posture up and fight as well with the revved up Rampage. There's some shots coming in. They should be able to complete the finish onto the down, but for now you can see they're just playing a little bit restricted. They don't want to overextend because they know there's still 18 squads alive in this lobby with not a lot of room, excuse me, to play with.
Brief look at the circle as well. It is going to move towards those buildings. That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams are going to be around that area, so they're going to be sitting pretty. They're going to be happy as 100 Thieves still looking to try and pick up some KP here. But they are going to be on the very edge. They need to move in soon, so they can't focus on this fight for too long. And it looks like they are going to be getting out of dodge now.
Yeah, really smart call from them, but there is also a team that's having a look at this. You can see the crypto out. I think it might have been called back. So they will be able to escape for now. They will have this choke to themselves, 100 Thieves, and they can walk forward, and they've just got to be careful that they find somewhere to play where some of the teams that are stacked up in these buildings aren't going to have a line of sight on them. This is a tough moment here for 100 Thieves. They're going to have to be extremely careful how they step forward.
This is going to be a tough moment for about 10 teams in the lobby. In these next kind of 30 seconds as this circle moves in, there is not much room to play with whatsoever. All the buildings that are within this next circle, they're already taken. And everyone is going to be looking out of those windows, and they are going to be laying down some suppressing fire.
看完这个比赛之后就完
Having
了
to。move in, walk in with this circle as well. 30 seconds for them to do so. Furia looking to do exactly the same. A couple of bubbles down, 3 bubbles actually in the vicinity. And Furia say they don't want any of this. They're going to take the opportunity to get out of here. But now Space Station, they're trying to take residence inside of this building. Big shots and big damage coming in from those grenades as well as the Nile now moves in. That is a clean wipe for SSG. That is about as clinical as you can get in a team fight.
Yeah, TDG got wiped in 16th space, so they won't get any extra points. Now there's only 15 squads remaining. Everyone's picked up 1 placement point, but this is where all hell is about to break loose. Kills in the kill feed, grenades working, and there's so much damage being emitted by all of these teams.
I mean, that's an enemy bubble that might have actually just saved Furia there. You saw the Arcstar was there. Pandas was probably thinking, I'm going to have to try and tank this. We don't have our own dome available. But now Furia, with that enemy dome going down, just got artificial cover out of nowhere. As now another dome goes down as the team who was doing damage to them just across, now it's involved in a fight themselves. So Furia getting all of the great timing and great graces you could possibly ask for.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend, or the bubble of my enemy is definitely my friend, and it sometimes works out in your favor. 100 Thieves, they've got some high ground. They can actually work out in a position where they can get a lot of shots on the teams below them, but they've got to be careful about the angles they can be spotted from. Complexity also in a tough situation. Look at all 3 of these squads so close together right now, but just trying to stay alive.
Complexity trying to get under this ridge just so they can survive any bombardments that come down from above. There is that team fight going down just around the corner, so Complexity will be able to reset here. Monsoon's going to be popping the Phoenix kit, while Shiny is going to be popping some cells, and Muffin's going to be popping some shots around the corner. Frag grenade goes out as well. Complexity have found somewhere to be safe, but what's the next step for them?
Got to just try and at this point wait these 18 seconds out and then move with the rest of the lobby and hope you can go unnoticed, unscathed. But it's very difficult to do at this point. All 3 of these teams are going to be moving at the same time. They won't want to focus each other unless they feel like they cannot get to this end game. Then they might jump on each other, might go for KP. Could see Valkyrie ultimates come into play as well at this point, so we'll keep a keen eye on who shoots themselves up into the sky.
It was G-Force who are playing underneath 100 Thieves and Complexity. Complexity looking to take a wide wrap. You can see from the player outlines there. 100 Thieves now going to use the Ash to get up on top of this building. The problem is there's a team in front of them, and now both of them just staring into the whites of each other's eyes. You know they're going to have to fight, but whose bubble's going to pop first?
It's like Star Wars Episode 1 with Darth Maul. Eventually, that wall is going to fall, which it does, but both teams back off. They make sure they go elsewhere, but eventually you are going to have to put some shots in. This is the moment where you need to hit them.
Axel goes down, and so does Omnu. So now Scurry's left on his own. Maybe he's just thinking, I'm going to go down at some point. Maybe KP is all I can ask for here. The knockdown shield is there. He keeps him alive for now. And while all of this is going on, Furia have gone out of the lobby. We're down to 11.
Yeah, so many teams that are being in a situation where they lose players left, right, and center, but there's also still players live right now. Little buildings that are being found, little nooks and crannies to take at this point, but also bombardments start to fall. The lobby will slow down at some point, but probably when we get to around 16.
I don't know how 100 Thieves have managed to find a place to play and managed to get 2 reses off. Not just 1, but 2. Neither player from 100 Thieves got finished there. And I'm pretty sure that Sentinels and Complexity were co-inhabiting a building together as well. All Glory Gaming trying to hold down this high ground. Big shot with the PK from Joe Max will force that team down from height. So they will be kings of this castle for just a few moments.
And remember, with Cloud9 and ESA eliminated, this is such a big chance for these teams to propel themselves into the leaderboard, get up to those top 3 placements, and maybe even take out some of these spots that are being held by ESA and Cloud9. But everything has slightly slowed down. People have managed to find areas that they can reside in, and I think everything will take a pause until teams try and make a decision of how they want to play this final circle that's about to start in 3 seconds.
Final team to go down in all that carnage was Team Liquid. We're now down to 8 as we see G-Force playing on the edge of this building. Mooney's got the R301 in his hand, Complexity inside of one of these small structures. They're going to have to move though, and Sentinels were co-inhabiting, so where have Sentinels gone? How are Complexity going to move forward now? Big shot coming in, a headshot, and Sentinels are now going to wrap on Complexity. They are behind them, but the bubble goes down to keep them alive, and now, oh no, Lou, he's going to go down to zone!
Unfortunately, just got caught between a rock and a hard place, or the red and the stairwell. Sentinels down to 2, but at least they can work their way up to this little area elsewhere. All Glory Gaming also in a scuffle, but they're going to lose all of their players. They go down in 8, 7 squads left.
G-Force, Mooney gets the armor swap, 100 Thieves who have no right to be in this position, to be completely honest with you. The fact they were down to 1 player, now they have the opportunity to push in and take advantage of the height and the opportunity that presented itself to them. Vaxlon just ripping away at shields with this rampage in his hands. He finds 1, he finds 2. That will be Sentinels out alongside Dexterity.
Shooting fish in a barrel. Complexity also fell, and those teams who were in this big building were always going to have the advantage because the small building had to move first. OA still alive, 3 squads remaining. They know there's teams above them, but there's also a team or a player just behind that pill, and that's why we're seeing so much focus right now.
The team that's above optimal ambition here is 100 Thieves. What a win this would be for 100 Thieves. Blake, who has the opportunity to throw the defensive bombardment down. 100 Thieves just waiting. As the rat is taken out, that was Torrent's last player alive. Yuri's trying to do what he could. The defensive bomber goes down as 100 Thieves now make their move. The bubble is down. Onmu is also down. Baxlon trying to do what he can with a Peacekeeper in hand. The new pickup for this team. He picks up one, but can he clutch what would be a 3v1 for 100 Thieves? The answer is no, as Optimal Ambition come through with a win in your game number 3.
OA were waiting in that building, just sitting pretty throughout all of that carnage that was unfolding outside of their very window. They shut the curtains at one point. They said we don't even want to look at the storm that's out there. But when they did open those curtains, boy was it a sunny day to look at, because they were able to just pick up those kills for free. A difficult 3v3 engagement that had to happen in that final circle for them, but they held strong, they hit their shots, and that's all you've got to do in those final moments.
Yeah, sometimes it comes down to just that, right? It comes down to just hitting those big shots in those final moments. The bubbles went down, and it was just a bubble fight for the win, but 100 Thieves, I think, are going to be pretty happy with the second place, I have to say, from the position they found themselves in. I still don't know how they stayed alive, and nobody took the attention, or the moment just to spot there was one player alive who was healing behind a knockdown shield. Obviously, the teams had other priorities, but for Optimal Ambition, I mean, again, another team coming through, Dan, that we haven't even mentioned today with a win. And like you mentioned, with ESA and C9 going out early, the opportunity to jump up the leaderboard is there, and they have taken it with 20 points in our game number 3.
When you don't have ESA and Cloud9 gobbling up all of the kills and those points away from you, it is going to allow maybe a team who hasn't been in the spotlight to
佢全部動作已經望到晒啦，望過晒啦，每一下動作都知係點啊！除咗佢好快咁劈嗰兩刀，嗰兩刀我真係唔曉避，好似 RNG 咁樣，時中時唔中，但我次次都係碌咁，我次次都係同一個 timing 碌嘅，次次都係，但係有時中啊，有時唔中。大啲。屌你真係拉遠啲，拉遠啲針，咁啊用咗3支水。猶豫。碌到下要。
誒，睇埋呢個先。
做男人好難啊，有膊頭，有魚，有。
Hello， 各位观众，大家好，欢迎来到玩家机密，我是 Nero。谈到 Twitch 实况主，你们最先会联想到谁呢？如今该平台有着非常多高人气的实况主，相信大家都对他们非常熟悉了。但是玩家们，你们可别忘了 ，Twitch 平台曾经有一位非常高人气，同时也非常兼具个人特色的实况主。由于他是 Twitch 平台有着最高追踪数的实况主之一，加上他的装扮也非常的独特，所以他也会称自己为该平台最广为人知的面孔。没错，这个人就是 Dr. Disrespect。虽然以往他在 Twitch 有着相当高的名气，但后来却不知道因为什么原因而惨遭 Twitch 官方永久封禁。这件事情对他的影响非常大，不仅失去了主要的收入来源，同时他的名誉也受到一定程度的损毁。由于不清楚具体封禁的原因，所以有不少人都在猜测他到底做了什么事情才会给官方针对。他甚至也向 Twitch 进行了起诉。后来在没有办法的情况下 ，Doc 就进军了 YouTube。虽然失去了 Twitch， 但他在 YouTube 平台也同样非常受欢迎。就在几天前 ，Doc 就在 Twitter 上发了一则贴文，当中就有提到他和 Twitch 已经和解了。那么玩家们肯定很好奇，他和 Twitch 的诉讼案到底进展得怎么样了 ？Doc 给封禁的真正原因又是什么？而他又会不会重返到 Twitch 平台做实况呢？今天玩家机密就会和大家一起来讨论这起事件的来龙去脉。那在影片开始之前，记得订阅我们的频道，并且打开小铃铛，以免错过我们的更新。我们事不宜迟 ，Let's go！ 那么关于 Dr. Disrespect， 其实玩家机密以往也有专门做过一期影片来介绍他，如果你有兴趣，想要看的话，也可以自行去了解一下。相信如果你有留意他的新闻的话，应该都知道他曾经是 Twitch 平台数一数二的实况主。但就在某一天，他的 Twitch 账号在没有被官方通知的情况下，无缘无故就遭到了封禁。那直到如今，这件事情的进展到底怎么样了呢？接着我们就把时间推到2020年，这个时候的 Doc 已经在 Twitch 平台建立起了不少名气，有着超过400万名追踪者。当然，他并不是一夜之间就爆红的，这都是他长年以来在 Twitch 做实况所累积起来的粉丝群。他还曾在17年还有19年的时候夺得 eSport Awards 所颁发的年度最佳实况主奖项，可见他在游戏实况界拥有多么巨大的影响力。那 Twitch 官方当然也非常看好他。就在同年的3月13号 ，Doc 就在推特上宣布自己已经和 Twitch 签约了一份独家合作，并且有传闻指出，这份合约将会给他带来上百万美金的年薪。当然，这也只是他和官方合作的收入而已。如果再加上每场直播所赚取的斗内，那肯定远远超过这个数字。那么 Doc 会选择继续待在 Twitch 的原因，是因为 Twitch 就是他建立帝国的地方，他还想利用这个平台把快乐散播给更多的粉丝，所以他暂时并没有想要离开 Twitch 平台的打算。那么根据资料显示，这份合约将会持续几年的时间，具体是有多少年，官方并没有给出一个准确的答案，据说是长达2年的合约。但后来这个答案看似也不是那么重要了，因为就在 Doc 签约了 Twitch 独家合作的3个月之后，也就是同年的6月26号那天 ，Dr. Disrespect 这个账号竟然遭到了官方封禁。其实他的账号遭到封禁也不是什么新鲜事了，曾经也发生过几次，但这一次却有点不一样，他给 ban 得不明不白，官方也只是说他违反了社区条规。如今如果去搜索他的 Twitch 账号的话，系统也同样会显示该账号违反了条规。那他到底违反了什么条规？官方并没有详细的列出来，甚至就连他自己也不知道他是怎么触犯条规的。对于这起事件 ，Doc 也在被 ban 后的隔天才做出回应。 他就说到 Twitch 官方并没有提前让他知道这起事件，当然也没有向他透露背后的真实原因。他也很感激那些在这段时期里一直给予他支持的粉丝。由于官方并没有说封禁的时长，所以他也不清楚自己会给封禁多久。日子一天一天的过去，他也曾多次和官方取得联系，并且想了解具体的情况，但他的账号依旧没有任何进展，所以有不少人也已经把他视为永久封禁了。虽然官方并没有承认说他已经被永久封禁，但在他被封了几个小时之后，有很多已经订阅 Doc 的粉丝都纷纷收到了来自官方的退款。那如果一名实况主被暂时封禁的话，通常都不会出现集体退款的情况，除非是永久封禁，那就肯定要有退款的必要了。这就让更多人相信 Doc 的账号已经没有办法拿回来了。为了查出 Doc 被 ban 的真相，很多粉丝都很积极的去重温他之前的实况，想看看他是否有在过去犯下什么严重的错误，导致他惨遭官方变态。当然最终却没有找出什么疑点，可是有粉丝就在他最后一次 Twitch 实况当中发现了一些异样。不知道因为什么原因，原本性格开朗的他，突然间就变得非常的沉默，默默的在玩着 Roblox。在这期实况的最后，大家也不难发现，他的声音开始出现哽咽的情况了，而且他还在广播前说了几句平时都不会说的话。他就说到，他很感激大家收看今天的实况，虽然有时候生活会变得格外的艰苦，但大家肯定都能熬过去的。说完这句话之后，他就附上了一句 F word 就结束了这场直播。这样的举动不禁让人怀疑他到底是不是突然间收到了什么消息，事先知道自己很快就会遭到官方针对，所以才会表现出那么沮丧的心情。那么真相是怎样，应该只有他自己知道了。由于 Doc 不知道自己会被 ban 多久，所以他在沉淀了大约2个月之后，决定尝试往 YouTube 平台发展。就在2020年的8月6号，他首先在自己的 IG 上进行了一场直播，很多粉丝都对这突如其来的直播给吓着，感觉就像 Doc 有什么重要的事情要交代一样。随后他也在 YouTube 平台开了一场直播，但也只是播了一段动画，他自己并没有现身在直播当中。过了一段时间之后，他就在 Twitter 上宣布了自己将会在隔天，也就是8月7号正式进军 YouTube。结果到了隔天，他就真的出现在了 YouTube 平台，他一如既往的穿着他标志性的服装进行实况。值得一提的是，这是他首次在 YouTube 平台进行实况。由于他是以强势回归的姿态降临到 YouTube 平台的，所以当天的观看人数也相当多，同时在线观看人数还一度突破50万，能达到这样的成就非常不容易，可见粉丝们都非常想念他。之后他也在该平台成功吸引到了不少粉丝，该频道目前总共有这380万订阅数，看起来非常多，但其实比之前他在 Twitch 平台的追踪数还要来得更少。虽然他进军 YouTube 平台的起步速度相对来说也会比较快，目前也有着一定的人气，但在某种层面上，他在 YouTube 所获取的利益并没有 Twitch 来得高。简单来说，就是他赚的没有以前多了，甚至还因此损毁了他的名誉。Doc 就曾透露过自己在离开了 Twitch 的1年里，他所赚取的金额已经比以往少了1半以上。那会少了那么多，有很多种因素，而当中必须要提到的重点，就是他失去了很多与厂商合作的机会。他就因为这一起事件，导致他的名誉逐渐遭到破坏。在过去的5年里，他就有和动视、EA 这些大厂合作，但如今却什么都没有了，这对他来说影响还是蛮大的。所以他就在去年8月23号那天的实况当中说到，自己已经在几个月前知道自己被 ban 的真相了，并且准备要向 Twitch 官方进行起诉。当然他因为某些原因不能向大家透露太多，他只是强调自己已经知道被 ban 的真正原因了。而他也有在直播中提到 Twitch 的这番举动对他的影响有多大，所以他才会因此决定向 Twitch 进行起诉。对于这起事件， Twitch 官方并没有做出任何的回应。虽然 Doc 口中说要起诉 Twitch， 而且粉丝们都很支持 Doc 的选择，但其实他们双方之间并没有因此闹上法庭过。那未来会不会有上法庭的一天也说不定，但以目前的情况来看，这似乎已经不可能发生了。就在今年的3月10号，也就是前段时间， Doc 就在 Twitter 上发了一张照片，照片中有一张卡，卡上就写着 Doc 还有 Twitch 之间的法律纠纷已经达到了和解，并且 Doc 也在底下签下了大名。看来他们俩已经握手言和了。那么现在大家肯定很好奇，他们到底为什么会和解，而且背后的原因又是什么？其实关于这几点， Doc 还有 Twitch 官方始终都没有给出一个明确的答案。看来大家只能明白最终的结果而已，当中的细节在还没有被公开之前，可能就只有他们双方自己知道了。那么既然达到了和解，那 Doc 会不会有朝一日回归到 Twitch 平台呢？对于这个问题，他也有在这个贴文的评论回答到， 他并不会回归到 Twitch 平台，毕竟他的 Twitch 账号目前还是处在被 ban 的状态。即使他的账号已经给解封都好，相信他应该不会去冒那个险，回归到 Twitch 平台，对吧？对于他为什么会被 ban， 其实曾经也有流传过很多推测，因为他也算是一名非常具有争议性的人物，曾经发表过很多令部分人感到不适的言论，又或者是出现一些负面新闻。就比如说他在过去就很常会在实况中用亚洲人的口音去和玩家对话，他还曾在一次实况中展示一则关于 COVID-19 相关的虚假报道。当然，这种误导观众的行为肯定是不被允许的，因此也有不少人说他的这番举动可能存在种族歧视。当然后来他也有出来反驳，说这并不算是歧视，而他自己也有很多来自亚洲的朋友。还有一点也必须要重点提到，在 Dog 被 ban 台的前一天，刚好 Twitch 官方就有发文表示，他们将会永久封禁那些曾经涉及过性骚扰事件的实况主。结果第二天 Dog 就被 ban 了，不少人猜测他是不是也涉及过相关的事件呢？如果这一个说法成立的话，那 Dog 的账号会被永久封禁，也算是他预料之中了吧。那么和大家谈到这里，基本上这就是整件事情的来龙去脉了。不知道大家对此有什么看法呢？
OK。練陣槍先，好唔好？我哋唔知琴日練完嗰啲手感，今日又翻，係咪冇晒咧？ Yo。咩叫做 CCR3 唔裝彈架？咩叫做 CCR3 唔裝彈架？你係 R301 唔裝彈架？唔裝彈架嘅目的係咩啊？ 其實基本上你打爆頭就，其實你瞄頭啫嘛，冇乜特別㗎。你打中多啲頭，你咪容易殺咗人咯。但係你打中一下，基本上就已經爆頭，有乜得意？其實冇乜特別之處嘅啫。你實戰基本上係唔容許你咁樣做，純粹都係穩定度嘅問題啫。呢個其實你點練都係一個穩定度嘅問題啫嘛。爆頭咪殺得死咯，爆多幾下頭。你有冇彈夾？基本上都冇太大差別。貨我嚟講，手感嘅問題呢個係。冇。冇時間睇喎，咁樣。哦，咁都好基本啫，呢啲大把人做過㗎，其實掉爛手掣呢啲。基本嘢。 喂，唔好跳得唔得啊？ 咁奇怪嘅。
I'm out of light ammo.
Así.
That gets in my way. I haven't found my limit. Trust your senses. Embrace the hunt.
This is your champion.
Drinking cold ones before the match, making cold ones during the match. She's alright this life.
Ui.
Battle lies below.
my next ideal. Will any brave soul step up to them?
Backpack here. Level 2.
Rampage here. Beginning ring countdown.
Gotta hop up here. Turbocharger. I could use that.
Wow.
I need shields.
Who it is? It's you. Can anyone summon me? This contender?
The battle begins.
Dibs.
All Father, give me sight. Thanks.
Speaking sniper optics.
We could check out here.
Ideal.
Marking our surroundings.
We have time to strategize. New kill leader appointed.
Shield battery here. Be aware of the new kill leader. 45 seconds, but we could just walk it.
Master shotgun here. Extended heavy magazine. Level 3.
Half a minute. Marking our surroundings.
Digs. Wait. I have crafting to do.
Extended light mag here. I need a hop up. Boosted loader.
Extended energy magazine here. Backpack here. Level 2.
Ring moving now. Rápidamente. Thank you.
Take note of
Standard stock
this.
here. Level 2. Thanks. Throwing something.
Attention. The kill leader has been eliminated. Attention. Delivering care package.
Yo, we should check out that care package. Marking our surroundings. Extended heavy mag here. Level 3. E-shield here. Thank you. We could check out here. that for me. Backpack here, level 1. Don't worry, it won't slow you down.
我之前有睇過下啦。哇，金 Peacekeeper 冇乜興趣。
What do you think is over here?
All Father, give me sight.
Bad dudes have been through here.
Someone traveled through here.
Yes.
Scanning the area.
Optics here. Sniper.
Optics here. Close range.
Let's go over here.
Copy that.
I saw someone, and I don't think they're selling cookies. Got an enemy out there.
Scanning the area. We are inside the ring. Good faith. Shot connected.
Replicator being delivered.
We could check out here. Amigos, let's go here. What do you think is over here?
Trust in the All Father.
Charging up my shields.
Scanning the area.
Charging up my shields.
Finding them. Taking fire.
Faster, faster, faster.
啊！一槍冇開過，頂 ！Damn！
Taking a moment to heal.
一槍冇開過，啲人死晒添。
Shields are depleted. Recharging.
咦？
Surroundings.
Vault here.
Enemy far off. I need energy ammo.
Charging up my shields.
Enemy far off.
Half toast, half the roast. Let's go over here.
Heard that.
Hitting the It's go time.
未習慣翻白金嘅節奏，頂你個肺！有啲渣，好 Q 渣，好 Q 渣，好 Q 渣，好 Q 渣，冇打貴啊！完全 handle 唔到件事。唔好上去啊！所以真係好易死啊嘛！你要齊裝都冇用，真係。
Let's go here. Heard that. Can't believe I'm standing still. You're lucky, I like it.
Recharging shields.
睇唔到，睇唔到，睇唔到啲人喺邊。水間。
Shield battery here.
One moment. I'm crafting.
喺度冇。
Crafting. One moment.
Optics here. Mid range.
頂你100傷都冇打一場。單人問跳晒佢隻OK 嘅。佢季都有些差別，咁就 OK 啦。
Enemy down.
Marking our surroundings.
It's go time. One left enemy. Taking damage.
Yo, we should charging shields. Come on, come on. Scanning the area.
今季上唔到啦，咁遲打。
Target spotted. Far.
上唔到啊，今季。
We have our target.
There was a recent battle here.
Recharging shield. Target spotted. Far. Taking fire.
Round 4. Beginning ring countdown.
What do you think is over here?
Enemy at that location.
Heard that.
冇咁大力得唔得啊？阿槍。
I'm under fire.
Frag out!
Enemy in the distance.
It's close. Titan
哇！佢跳落去就已經係一件愚蠢嘅事。
And then there were two. Keep up with me, compadre.
I've been downed. Unacceptable.
有咩 level 嘅人係唔需要練好槍法嘅。嚇，青銅就唔使殺人嘅，青銅就唔使瞄人嘅，跑 online 嚟嘅。你咩 level 嘅人都要練㗎啦，唔關你係咪青唔青銅 NG 場 click class 事，本身你打槍 game 就係要練㗎啦，係嘛？
To kill. Name the weapon, I'll still beat you.
下次可唔可以示範下如何能夠亂打 champion？
Dropping in, hang on. Beginning ring countdown.
頂你指甲嬲咗。
First fatality. Let the games begin. Reloading.
Reloading. Shop's open for business. Need to recharge my shield. Patching myself up. Buy and fly, we've got to move. Nice choice. You got good taste.
Contact. Getting shot at. You are coming home with me tonight.
Healing up. Eyes are open now.
唔係，即係佢個意思係排位，即係你青銅可以亂咁打都可以冠軍嘅，即係你又唔使一定話要槍法超準，但係喺個角度其實亂打係，除非你真係有大師以上嘅能力啦，如果唔係基本上唔係真係亂打先至，唔係亂打就可以 champion 啦，其實絕對。咁要經驗喎，咁講呢啲，咁唔使青銅㗎，我想轉都係靠經驗啫嘛。你話我槍法係咪好好？一定唔係啊。咁我都係靠經驗上轉啫嘛。即係如果你要咁講嘅話。
Can't stick around, but these can.
We have 45 seconds, and the next ring's right there. Don't leave anything good behind.
30 seconds until the ring closes. You like cutting it close, huh? I take that.
哦。但係唔等於落地打交就可以一定 champ 咯。啱啱講。
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Ring, moving now. Just spotted someone out there.
Yes.
Let's go over here.
Jump drive in position.
Got company, and they're not here to sell me chickens.
Care package. Shot. Ooh, care package.
Yo, cracked an enemy.
Fire.
個人啊喂。落單咗嚟，個隊友跳唔到上嚟，真係冇辦法。
Follow me if you want to win.
All aboard the Ock train.
Time to end this.
This is your champion.
Whoa, brothers, it's a great day to be Jumpmaster. Hope you're ready. Let's do this, brothers.
Oh my god！ 我係直播羅台原來 ，Oh my god！ 我都唔知添，唔係好識用直播羅台。
That's how you get the job done. Get a shot. One down.
哇！指甲黐孖筋，嬲咗。唉，唔帶住。咁急。
That's it, bro. Evil shield here. Level 3.
And that's all of them. Want it?
Reloading.
Gracias.
咩叫保底？唔係保底喎，印象中。唔係咁襟玩喎，得個20幾粒。算啦，咁走啦。冇子彈走。保底係咩啊？你意思係？我唔係抽喎，買嘅喎啲全家寶，所以應該唔係所講嘅保底啊，係嘛？冇子彈就冇打住啦，我哋留返啲嘢俾隊友先。咁啊，攞住！哎呀，仲要頭先攞啲301啦，喊出嚟！
Standard stock here. Level 2. Rings moving.
They're shooting at me. Charging up my shields.
Heads up, we got an airstrike on us. Hey, no way. Recharging shield.
未邊有上咗鑽石啊？係上鑽啦又，即係打上鑽啦又要。
Gotta heal. Taking a knee.
Oh, nice.
Healing. This is taking too long.
邊句啊？
I'm out of light ammo. Might be something good this way.
I hear ya.
Might be something good this way.
It's go time. Hit the ejector seat.
冇特別聽過佢呢一句。基本上槍法爛隨時都卡喺任何地方㗎啦。對於我嚟講，呢啲唔算係啲咩句子。坦白講， 基本槍法啦係唔係都卡㗎啦，睇下你爛成點啫。唔同嘅爛咪卡喺唔同嘅地方咯。
Optics here, mid-range.
Must go faster.
Hostile close.
Yup. Got an evo. Let's go this way. Dibs. Let's go here. Cancel that. Never mind. Let's explore this way.
即係對我嚟講咧，卡唔卡邊咧，都冇乜太大分別嘅。我都未上鑽石，基本上槍法就多句啦，咩位置都要練㗎啦。對於我嚟講冇乜太大特別。嗯。
Contact.
Enemy spotted.
Opening fire. Let's go over here. I'm out of light ammo. Yes. Un momentito. Healing. Taking fire. Recharging my shield.
Brothers.
I'm out of light ammo.
Replicate.
頂咗冇用 light ammo。
Charging up my shields.
啊，難得有 light ammo 喎。
RE45 here. Light ammo here. There's another squad. Hands up.
Oh my god.
Shot at.
Give me my shields to recharge.
Going to face.
Brothers, let's move this way.
Getting shot at.
Let's go here.
Setting a portal.
基本上呢個位俾人夾就要走㗎啦，惡靈 BB。
I set the portal. Charging shields. Come on, come on.
等啊，然之後翻去夾睇下有冇機會。
Yo, got my ultimate. Patching myself up.
係啦，我都唔係我個直播嗰個title 係講緊上鑽啦又，即係個意思係啦，要開始上鑽啦用力，而唔係上咗。爆咗！哇！好 Q 準。 唉，好 Q 多人啊！好 Q 多人啊！哇，冇人嚟過。嚟兜下先啦，唔使急，咁就執個炸彈先。炸彈是很有用的。要針偷啊？做咩啊？
I say we move this way.
Sí, por favor.
Care package coming in.
Let's go over here.
攞把999玩下先。
I'm out of light ammo. Got my ultimate. Ready to fly, compadres? I need shotgun. I need light ammo.
冇喎，都係百零粒隻 B， 幫你唔到噃。
Some good news. We're in the next ring.
RE45 here. Mida, body shield here. Level 4.
好吸引喎、
Don't worry, it won't slow you down.
好吸引喎、先
Level 4.
Get this. I could use that.
玩下先。走啊！走啊！唔要 level 4啊！用 RE45 好。
Over here.
Let's go this way.
We could check out here.
I need shields.
Mida,
I
body
need light
shields
ammo.
here. Level 4. Thank you.
Thanks.
No problemo.
6隊。啊！幾耐冇試過用直播羅圖打積分。
Rápido, rápido.
Enemy over there.
Copy that.
Looks like we're in the next ring.
It's go time. Yo, we should def check out that care package. Peacekeeper here.
6隊少多咗隊 ，right？
My ultimate's ready to join the fight.
They spotted me.
估到啊，估到嗰度會有人。
Charging on my shields.
Hostile over there.
Yes.
誒，收翻呢就 OK，我哋 keep 喺度就得啦。我哋 keep 喺度就可以啦。
Hey, the champion just fell.
有冇炸彈啊？喂！哎，啲人嚟啦！唉，炸鑊！
We should go here. RE45 here.
Watch out. I'm opening the skies. Enemy shield cracked. Throwing some cover for my brothers. Ring's not far. One down. Enemy, my shields are recharged.
That one's out for the count.
We're close to the ring. 30 seconds left.
頂你冇大電，得細電。
Giving my shields a recharge. Making contact with enemy.
Contact with target.
10 seconds till ring close. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Can't believe I'm standing still. You're lucky, I like it.
Recharging shield.
Ring's closing. I like pushing limits as much as the next guy, but we gotta go.
又係冇炸彈嘅。
Let's go here.
Need to recharge my shield.
I need light ammo.
I need light ammo.
Let's check out this way.
Yes.
Patching myself up.
Someone's out there.
Enemy over there.
得㗎啦，我哋 stay 喺度啦。
Round 5. Beginning ring countdown.
話數40%。
Hitting the eject button. Sí, por favor.
Contact.
Faster, faster, faster.
They'll never shoot through this.
Going straight. Making contact with enemy. Need to recharge my.
Taking fire. Cracked the Badum shield.
Two other squads left.
I'm down. Oh, I actually got hit.
Down one. Thermite out. Incoming grenade. I'm hit. Could you see?
This way.
Frag out.
Nap time's over. Reloading. Charging shields.
Shield. Taking a shot.
Another squad's attacking. Arcstar out. Throwing Arcstar.
Charge. Grenade! Go, 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 go!
I've been down.
Giving my shields a recharge.
唉，冇啦，兩個死晒。唉，收埋佢諗住，算。唉，可以打好啲。唉，黐線。
We have our Apex champions.
咁就142啦。哦，輕輕鬆鬆142。嗱，大家見證下我用直播流動得幾少，33擊殺，10000幾傷害，基本上都唔係太用直播流動。雖然而家用落覺得好似幾好用。9點半。
Death is not on our path. Not yet.
Been ready for this from the moment I tasted sky.
These legs weren't made for walking.
Introducing your champion.
We can scan this area. Attention. First blood. First blood already? If you flame out this soon, why'd you even come?
Beginning ring countdown.
Extended sniper mag here. Level 3.
Good, we're inside. Let's explore this way.
Hoi mai.
Phoenix, got an Evo shield here. Level 2.
Ai, soon.
We can scan this area. Standard stock here. Level 2. Gotta hop up here.
Hmm?
I could use that.
Thanks. I need an extended light mag. Bandit in my sights. Copy that. Extended heavy mag here. Level 2. Extended sniper mag here. Level 4. Supply bin over there. Barrel stabilizer here. Level 2. Got ourselves a bandit out there. We could cruise over here.
Just spotted someone out there. What do you think is over here? Oh, that's got a kick. Jump that out.
喂啊，擋住先。
Need to recharge my shield.
Hold up, healing. Charging shields. Come on, come on.
Recharging shields. Reloading. All squads down. We made the right choices. Attention. Delivering care package. Care package coming in.
又冇炸彈呢班人。
Medkit here. Need to recharge my shields.
I need light ammo.
Light ammo here. Light ammo here.
Hey, thanks.
Light ammo here. No problem.
唉，似收裂縫喎。
Might be something good this way.
Spoiler alert. I found the next ring. Check your maps.
哦，花園。
But keeping focus.
Hold on. Crafting. Crafting over there. Love hearing you say that. Someone else is over there. Bad dude's over there. Hey, Nita, we got some enemies right here. Grenade out. Frag out. We got trouble. Really close. Throwing jump pad.
Round 2. Beginning ring countdown. Survey beacon here. Replicator being delivered. Replicator on its way down. Talion bandit here. Heard that. Bogey spotted out there.
頂嗨到添。
Recharging my shield. Nobody panic, but we got bandits out there. Let's go. Squads have pieced out. There's the second wind I needed. Survey beacon here. Taking fire.
Charging on my shields.
New kill leader. Charge. Throwing Arc Star.
Got my ultimate. Ready to fly, compadres?
Spoiler alert. I'm on the next ring. Check your maps.
Shake a leg. We've got trouble.
Good. Got me. Let's explore this way.
Got an enemy out there. 45 seconds. But we could just walk it.
Let's go this way. There's a jump tower here.
Got company. And
Contact
they're
the
not here
target.
to sell me chickens. We could check out here.
Under fire. Target spotted. Reach up. They spotted me. I'm taking shots. Phasing. Care package being delivered.
Someone's out there!
Target spotted. Under fire.
What do you think is over here?
Hostile spotted. Recharging shields.
What do you think is over here?
Copy that.
Taking fire!
Round 3. Beginning ring countdown. Recharging my shield.
Charging shields. Let's go here.
Attention. Delivering
Healing.
replicator.
Yo, replicator's coming in for a landing. Phoenix kit here. Kraber here.
Taking fire. Firing.
Getting shot at.
唉，fuck，爭少少。
Keep up with me, compadre. Charging shield. Enemy real close. Got time of that.
I 頂，笑你，太耐啦，stay 喺呢個位。唉，back。
Yeah, I'm inside the next ring. They're aiming right at you.
哇！你咁樣搞何必呢？何必呢？何必呢？
Can't we do the blah 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 after? I'm ready now. Good luck. Have fun.
No
Don't
cluster
die.
foxtrots in my unit. Let's run this.
Introducing your champion.
I'm the jump master. Not my first rodeo. Let's touch down here. Hold on tight. It's time to drop, shock, and rock.
Evo shield here. Level 2.
哇，好好啊！
First blood and it's not us. Wonderful.
We aren't in the ring. Check your stations.
New kill leader? Not for long, pal.
呢個係咪 for RE45？啊，唔係有3030。錯。
Smoke out. Level 2.
睇唔到佢喎。
Double timing it. Give my shields a recharge.
We go check out here. Recharging shields. Let's explore this way.
Ultimate's ready. On my mark. Let's check out this area.
Gotta hop up here. Hammer point.
Attention.
Gotta hop up here. Temple. Incoming care package.
Energy ammo here. Optics here. Close range.
Must go faster. Save that for me.
Healing. Watch my back.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
Keep eyes on the new kill leader.
R301 here. Shield battery here.
Yeah, I could use that.
Shield battery here. Shield battery here.
Thank you. Shotgun bolt here. Level 2.
冇人嘅喂，冇槍聲，冇人冇聲，個個走晒啦。
Let's reposition here.
Setting up a zip line.
Por favor. 啱啱連碰波翻嚟。哇！冇晒人嘅喂，咩事啊？
New kill leader. Call him if you spot him. Survey beacon here. We're inside the ring. One less thing to worry about.
Replicator incoming, friends.
有啊，有好多啊，其實有好多方法㗎。
I found the next ring location for us. Check your maps.
哇！真係收栽培塔。我覺得我哋 stay 喺度啫。
Let's go this way.
Half the squads remain. Let's keep winning.
Defending this area. Holding position.
Hold up.
What do you think is over here? Backpack here. Level 2. Don't worry, it won't slow you down. Got an enemy out there.
Solid copy. Enemy in sight. Hostile, my marker. We're inside the ring. Got the positional advantage.
Throwing some back.
Recharging shields.
Yeah, someone's out there. They're far. Enemy spotted. Enemy is over here.
Double timing it.
睇唔到頭先嗰條友嘅。
Give me a sec. Recharging shields.
Reloading. Giving my shields a recharge.
Give me a sec. Recharging shields.
Giving my shields a recharge.
Off the mark. I'm spotted.
Charging shields. Look out! Grenade!
睇唔到嘅喂，我睇唔到佢哋啊嘛。
Charging up my shields.
Give my shields a recharge.
睇唔到㗎，慘！
Taking damage, friends. Shake a leg. We've only got a minute, and the ring's right there. Care package over there. Let's get on that.
Rings next
Enemy
door.
spotted.
45. Sectors. Another squad is incoming.
Fuck.
Give me a sec. Recharging shields. Ring ain't far. Off them up. Some spotted.
Throw an arc star.
Give my shields a recharge.
Let's go over
Hostile
here.
spotted. Let's go this way.
Arc star out.
Cracked an enemy shield.
Recharging shields.
Let's relocate here. Care package touching down. They usually carry rare platforms. Enemy spotted.
Hang.
Reloading. Give me a sec. Recharge your shield.
Throw an arc star. I killed an enemy.
Giving him the chimney.
Reloading.
Let's relocate here. Hostile. Danger close.
頂你個肺！
Top in the chimney. Let's go this way. Let's reposition here.
Shake a leg. We've only got a minute, and the ring's right there. Great. The ring is close. Less than a minute.
Let's check out this area.
Enemy spotted.
Let's go this way.
We could check out here. The ring's close. 10 seconds.
Warning. Ring movement in progress.
Enemy over there.
"手机版不太习惯用这个手机打这个枪 game。
Enemy Let's check out this area. Enemy spotted. Near me. Let's check out this area.
Throwing Arc Star. Recharging.
1 minute. Rings nearby. Squad! Enemy inside.
Thermite grenade out.
Throwing thermite. Give me a sec. Recharging shields. Let's go this way.
30 seconds until the ring closes. You like cutting it close, huh? I dig that.
打差呢場。
Light ammo here.
Gracias.
唔準，
Let's go this way.
唔好用咁多子彈。
Opening fire on the enemy.
Good work. We're inside.
Close. Engaging. Charging shields. Come on, come on. Oh no, there's another squad attacking.
Let's go this way.
Giving my shields a recharge.
Grenade. We're painless knocking at the door. Incoming. Shields are recharge.
Damage. Giving my shields a recharge.
Final round. Beginning ring countdown.
Firing. Taking fire, friends. Yo, cracked an enemy shield. Charging up my shields. Recharging shields.
Give my shields a recharge.
Using me. Come on, come on, come on.
Frag out.
Only 30 seconds left on the clock. The ring is close.
I'm spotted. Down the target.
Cracked an enemy shield. Target I have been down. Getting health back.
Just us now. Gotta watch each other's back. Let's displace here. Last ring's closing. Ready.
Down one. Hit the ejector seat. Charging up my shields.
Only one squad left. Give my shields a recharge.
Charging shields. Come on, come on.
Taking a knee. Patching up.
Look out, grenade. Charging up my shields.
Reloading. Tango down.
It's go time. Taking fire.
Reloading.
唉，冇啦，我幫佢咁多咋。哎呀，冇晒燒啦。唉，差少少。
We have our Apex champions.
sad 啊，只差一點點，曳啊呢場得。哎呀，等下先。
Came here to party. Let's rock. Introducing your champion. Get ready for a light show. Hey, I'm the jump master. Ready up. This is a good LZ. Open jets, we're dropping hot. Safety's off. Enemy landed on me.
It's go time! Star! Firing! Yo, cracked an enemy shield.
Frag out. Down the target. Attention. Up in the chimney. First blood. FNGs always go first.
Frag out! Charging shields. Come on.
Frag out. Let's displace here.
Yo, cracked an enemy shield. Enemy's right here. No bad guys here. Bad guys, let's do this.
唉，冇啦。 sad。嗌外賣先。唔好打埋呢鋪先。阿媽。
I only trust whom I have to trust. Let's keep it at that.
Let's go find them all.
Harder, faster, stronger.
Introducing your champion.
I'm the jump master. Eeny, meeny, miny. How about there? Can you feel the speed?
Here goes nothing.
Yeah, baby. All right.
我頂又係咁。唉，你呢度入嚟做乜嘢？
I need a weapon. Getting my eyes in the sky. Switching to drone view. Next ring is far. Not for me, but there for you. Backing out of my drone.
They spotted me. I'm taking shots. And avoid jumping.
Fire in the hole! Look out! Grenade! Reloading.
I've been down. Contact with hostile. Listen, let's move here.
Attacked by another squad. I'm hit!
Contact.
喂，大家後面仲有一隊啊嘛！唉 ，fuck！ 睇下頭先。咁啊唔嗌住。唉，又大先。
So I did my hair for this. Nothing wrong with looking good in the ring, and I look good.
This is your champion.
I'm the jump master. Duh. Vámonos! Ole! We can check out here. We could check out here.
I can.
Let's go over here.
First blood. Round one.
You can't solve the eternal
mysteries of the universe without breaking a few eggs.
Let's go over here. Grenade out! Grenade out! Frag out! Making him out with a
Broken enemy shield.
Reload.
One thermite grenade. That one's out for the count. Evo shield here. Level 2.
Steps.
Reloading. Giving my shields a recharge. Charging shields. Come on, come on.
Oh, thank you.
Giving my shields a recharge. Go bamboozle.
Being shot at.
Whoa, whoa.
Enemy here.
Rest, relax. Mirage is on the way. Must go faster. Oh man, we lost one. Now I have to do extra work. Shots fired. Enemy down. Enemy shield cracked. Got the banner. Should head to the beacon. That one's out for the count. That was a good kill. Charging up my shields. One minute until close. Ring. Get out there and bamboozle.
Attention.
Aki
There is
over
a
here.
new kill leader.
I'm down. Enemy's right here. 45 seconds. Ring's not too far. I'm gonna quick practice flash. I got everything under control. And bam goes the boozle.
哦，係我唔夠準，冇辦法呢個位，唉。
about explosions. I also know about stuff. Like winning.
Introducing your champion.
Dinna fash yourself, cause I'm the best. Got you on my side.
I'm the jump master, which should go without saying.
I bet you want to know who I really am. I'll tell you the truth. I'm the person.
Looks like fun. Non terre plus ultra. Marking our surroundings. You're gonna have to move at my speed to make the next ring. First blood. All Father, give me sight. Go time.
Ai.
New kill leader. Not for long, pal.
À, 都係咁。
Bless me with sight. Evo shield here, level 3. Dibs. The ring is distant. Trust the winds.
Ừ, 看冇。
45 seconds and it's far. I mean, I'm still good. Sniper stock here. Level 3.
Warning.
Use the map as your guide. The ring is moving. What do you think is over here?
package being delivered.
Care package on high. Let's go over here. The distance between us is best. Focus on your map. Gotta hop up here. Turbocharger. I require snipe. Looking for sniper. Jump pad out. Ready, set, go. Shield battery here. Drone here. Ult in front, she's up. Hostile close. Optics here. Extended heavy mag here. Level 3. Taking fire! Let's go over here. Hostile over there. Hey, mira. Got some enemies right here. Marking our surroundings. And Scotty landed near me. Stay alert.
係喎，妖，我唔扣分嘅。
I downed a hostile. Reloading. I took an enemy's life. Charging on my shields. All Father, give me sight. What do you think is over here? Helmet here. Level 4. Helmet here. Level 4. Bless me with sight. Making contact with enemy. Scanning the area. Must go faster. Contact. Eyes up. Grenade. How are you? Enemy shield. That's a bad news shield. Marking us out. Reloading. I downed the hostile.
喂，飄。
Target over there. Charging on my shields.
一緊張就飄添。
Scanning the area. Bless me with sight. Target over there. There's a beautiful jump pad just sitting here. Hostile right here. We're already in the ring. Scanning the area.
Care package being delivered.
Care package on high. Favor from the god. Someone's out there. They're far. Scanning the area. I cracked an unscottish shield. Broken enemy shield. Reloading. I got some bad guys here. All Father, give me sight.
Countdown.
Taking a moment to recharge my shields.
Replicator being delivered.
I'm taking fire. We've got company. Recharging. Marking our surroundings. Charging shields. Recharging my shields. Hostile over there. We could check out here. Marking our surroundings. Battling the enemy. Let's go over here. Enemy over there. Scanning the area. 1 minute remains. The ring is close. Less than 1 minute. The ring is not far. There's a beautiful jump pad just sitting here. Mira, someone's out there. They're far. Contact with hostile. Scan the area. Something fired at me. Contact with hostile. Grenade out! Throwing up. Target spotted. I'm down. Got trouble here. I'm taking fire. Broken enemy.
Set 咗。嘟。 入。Please wait。等我一陣啊，大家唞唞先。哦，今日嚟到呢度 share Apex 3個0鐘 ，first day 白金，白嘅白金 OK 啦。咁就會唔會再直播就晏啲再見啦，係咁先啦，唞一唞， 我哋就係咁 share。哦，嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟嘟。